Today was a big test for Collins' side as they welcomed the Rebels to Cusack Park in Ennis. With 8 minutes gone, Sean Powter raised the first green flag for the visitors. With the banner looking to respond to the goal, Kieran Russell ran through the heart of the Cork defence and the ball landed in the path of Keelan Sexton. He was dragged down in the danger area. The Mayo man in the middle, Liam Devaney, awarded a penalty. Sexton sent it low into the right of Micheál Martin and it was 1-1 to 1 goal. Shortly after, another opportunity of a goal was upon the banner. But with no luck of raising the green flag, Owen Cleary kicked it between the posts instead and the sides were level. With the half-time whistle fast approaching, Keelan Sexton registered a monstrous score to push his side ahead by 1 and it was 1-4 to 1-3 at the break. After the interval, it was the Rebels that were ready to take the game up a few gears. After some confusion and some deliberation with his umpires, Devaney awarded a penalty to the visitors. Brian Hurley sent it low and straight at the keeper Stephen Ryan, who had a handy one to save on the line. With 43 minutes gone, John Cleary's men were on the hunt for more goals. With the help of his teammates, this time it was Matty Taylor that raised the green flag to extend their advantage to 4 points. With the game only going in one direction, Douglas man Sean Powter added an exceptional second goal to his name, which was Cork's third, and the scoreboard read 1-6 to 3-9. They were now sailing by 9 points. The substitutes started to roll on and they too wanted to make an impact. John O'Rourke got their final score of the game for an impressive 8-point win for the Rebels. Collins' team now face their 4th consecutive defeat. Meanwhile, the Rebels take the important points on offer in Ennis. Full-time score, Clare 1-8, Cork 3-10.
Yes, that's obviously a significant result, but also a hugely significant result from RD. Louth moving now to within touching distance of safety because of that 5-point win over Kildare. And it was particularly impressive given that they lost Sam Mulroy to injury in the first half. So do remember, the teams that drop out of the top 2 divisions of the league, they will not play in the 16-county All-Ireland Championship round robin unless they go on to make the provincial final. So what that means is, as well as Limerick, Kildare and Clare are in huge trouble. Limerick got their first point today, though they held Meath. The crucial remaining games, Kildare are away to Limerick next, then they have a showdown with Meath in Newbridge in their final game. Clare go to Owenbeg and they finish at home to Limerick. Brilliant result for Louth. They do look to be there. But given how close, people felt Kildare were unlucky to drop out of Division 1 last year, unlucky to lose to Mayo in the All-Ireland Championship. What has happened? What is going on?
Yeah, well, firstly, I think to give Louth credit they deserve, I think it's 3 games in a row. That might be a piece of history in Division 2, and they're extremely well organised. Remember, they pushed Derry close. You know, Mickey Hart has them humming, and they're in good shape. Kildare on the other side, the manner of their 2 defeats at home, you know, they've left themselves now in trouble. They're lacking consistency and they're on a bad run, and that can't be an easy camp to be involved in. And now they're in a dogfight. You know, you look at Limerick still have a way out in that they have to play Kildare and Clare if they were to win those 2 games. So they're not gone, even though it's going to be a bit of a battle. So Kildare have to find something in the last 2 games. The head-to-head against Clare could be important if they end up level with Clare.
Kildare?
Yeah, that could be their saviour. Meath got a point today, and I think that point is massive for Meath. That nearly just gives them safety. So, yeah, worrying times for Kildare, all right.
That defeat for Clare against Kildare, where they dominated the game, and then there was a controversial point given against them as well, could come back to haunt them. But of course, they did come up against Cork today. We talked about it being a phony war between Mayo and Roscommon because they'll meet in 5 weeks' time in the Championship. Obviously, these 2 teams meet in 5 weeks' time as well, but presumably they couldn't afford to have it a phony war given that they're in the 2nd division. What did we see from Cork? More of this impressive running game?
Yeah, I think it was powerful from them today. They were strong, they were athletic, they moved the ball really well. And I think a big plus is they're getting Sean Powter further up the field and close to the goal. You can see here, we know what a great footballer he is. We've seen him in the last year or 2 playing as an extra defender, Joanne, but when he gets up the field, he's such a trick because that pace and they broke with, again, you can see the ambition here. They've bodies bursting forward, and this time it's Matty Taylor inside, and effectively this is probably the goal that killed Clare today. Clare found it hard to live with them. Maybe there was a little bit of a hangover from the defeat to Dublin last week. That took a lot out of them. But here again, you can see Maguire keeps going. Clare guys just not even tracking the runners. 2 or 3 of them switch off, and again Powter with a very, very good finish, and that closed out the game for them. So these teams will meet again in the championship, Joanne, not too far away. So I think Colin Collins will learn a lot, but I think John Cleary will be very happy where Clare are. They're like Derry and Dublin are probably the teams who are going to be promoted, but Cork are just in behind. But they're much improved.